Let me introduce you motherfuckers to the Phoenix, which is a wooden roller coaster located at Noble's Amusement Resort in Pennsylvania. Now this motherfucker right here was formerly known as the Rocket. Now it's only a 72-foot drop, so it's really nothing to be worried about. But this motherfucker right here has no seat belt, so the only thing that you have holding you down is the harness. Now this motherfucker right here is one of the slowest roller coasters in the park, as it only reaches up to 45 miles per hour. But this is also one of the roughest motherfuckers in the park because it's made of wood. Now I wouldn't worry too much about whiplash, but I would worry about my lower back. But after seeing and experiencing this motherfucker, you can count me in. I know a lot of you motherfuckers thought I was gonna say count me out. This ride right here is made for the babies. So if you're a first time riding roller coaster individual, then this ride is for you. Don't worry about the up and down motions because it ain't moving that fast. Have you ever been on this motherfucker? People done lost their rabbit ass mind for getting on some shit like this. Look at this shit.
3, 2, 1, launch!
Oh, fuck no. Like there's no way in hell that I will be sliding down this long ass slide. Can you say claustrophobic as soon as we enter the tunnel? There is no way to get out of this. I must go all the way down so I can be free. Where's the breathing hose? I don't care about the water. Fuck the water. I want to survive. I want to live, damn it. Do you see this shit? Oh, wait. When you finally make it to the bottom, you're happy to the motherfucker because Lord have mercy, I would have fainted. I wouldn't even been woke through none of this ride. I probably would have woke up soon as I hit this water right here. I just want to let it be known that there's no way in hell that I will be getting on this ride. The Dino Water Park in Thailand, they can keep this shit. Talk about this should be fun, more like scary. Would y'all slide down a slide like this? All I'm gonna say is count me out. Do you see these people pushing this shit? Now they want you to enjoy this light show, cause this is the smoothest part of the ride. Trust me, you wanna prepare for this motherfucker. Now once you make it to the top, this is where the pain begins. This roller coaster right here is called the Space Mountain, which opened up in January of 1975. Now it's located at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom theme park. But if you having back problems before getting on this motherfucker, you gon' definitely have some getting off. I really hope you got a chiropractor on standby. Now this is the slowest ride in the theme park, but the roughest ride. Certain parts of this roller coaster, ooh, we bumpy as shit. And it's not holding back on the turns because it's whipping around this track. Be prepared to have a bad case of whiplash before you get off of this. All I'm going to say is count me out. Have you ever had the experience to ride this rough motherfucker? This story right here clearly should have made headline news because angels definitely come in different forms, size, and colors.
On the doors and dragging folks out and stuff. I tried to go get the churn, but my jacket had caught up on fire. And hey, if I had something else better than this little jacket, I would have got them. I wouldn't care about the fire. I would have just had to get burned.
So on December 21st, this brave Samaritan, Jabrandon Solomo, rescued 14 people from a burning building. With his quick thinking, he managed to get majority of the people out of this apartment building.
Way in the back. And everybody was still asleep. I was the only one who knocked on everybody's door. Everybody got them out, dragged them. I gotta go apologize to the old lady because I messed around and pushed her, trying to get her out of the fire because she was trying to go back in for to get her phone.
This thoughtful act right here definitely needs attention. Some people have even started a GoFundMe for this gentleman, while others pulled up on him and gave him gifts just for him being a good Samaritan. As I said at the beginning of this video, angels come in different forms, size, and colors. Because if it wasn't for this brave soul right here, a lot of lives could have been lost. Give this man the recognition that he deserves, because he deserves it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now we taking over other countries? According to Donald Trump, the United States is gonna run Venezuela. And this is how Venezuelans are feeling. They are literally over there having a party in the streets. Now let's talk about the real reason why the United States want Venezuela or want to run it.
Everyone knows the oil business in Venezuela has been a bust, a total bust, for a long period of time. They were pumping almost nothing by comparison to what they could have been pumped.
Yeah, this was the plan all along. Some would even say this man is a mastermind. You go send strikes on Venezuela early in the morning, kidnap the Venezuelan president and his wife, get up out that jam before it get jammed up, then holds a news conference in Florida instead of the White House. You didn't think this shit was planned? Then you ain't thinking straight. This is the reason why I always say count me out. This right here is the 360 swinging ride, which is located at Green Mountain Amusement Park in Saudi Arabia. Now this is normally a typical ride at the park, something that you should be able to get on with ease. But as of yesterday, this ride snapped in half and injured over 23 people. Count me out. Count me out. Now, authorities are still trying to figure out why did the ride just break in half, injuring 23 people as the ride just went plummeting to the ground. Now, it don't matter if the ride is in the country or out the country, rides have a 1% chance of failing. And as of yesterday, this motherfucker failed. I'm just glad that there was no fatalities, but there was a lot of people injured from this situation. Count me out. Y'all might want to start looking in the sky a little bit more often because this is starting to become a little not normal. Ever since that airplane crashed in LA, UFO sightings have been spotted all over the place. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say y'all don't believe in UFOs, but look at this. I mean, look at that. That's not a toy. That's not a plane. That's a UFO. Like, what the fuck? You got motherships appearing off the coast of Daytona Beach. You got UFO sightings and spottings in Texas. I mean, where's one of these things gonna end up next? Now, I don't know if you believe in extraterrestrial activity, but this year alone has been more sightings of UFOs in the beginning of the year than I can remember any other time. Is E.T. and his buddies trying to come down here and invade Earth? Is it somebody down here that they want to take away? If you see a UFO, don't try to engage. Don't try to get its attention. Just keep it moving. You know, the last thing we would want is for people to start disappearing. Yep. So you telling me you punk motherfuckers believe that 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? Well, let me start by saying this, you simple-minded motherfuckers. A silverback gorilla can lift almost 4,000 pounds. Some of these motherfucking silverback gorillas stand at the height of 6 foot motherfucking 5, weighing anywhere to almost 500 motherfucking pounds. But you think 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? A motherfucking full-grown silverback gorilla strength is 20 times the amount of one human. A motherfucking silverback gorilla arm strength is from 1,300 to 1,700 pounds of motherfucking force. But you motherfuckers think that 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback. With one false swipe, that motherfucker could smack your ass around the motherfucking world. He can shatter your motherfucking skull with one motherfucking swipe. So to all you motherfuckers out there that think 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback, you are motherfucking mistaken. So first it was a silverback. Now it's 100 men against a rhino. And let me guess, somebody asked ChatGPT and they said it could be done, right? A motherfucking rhino weighs about 3.6 tons. Even the quickest human cannot outrun a rhino, as a rhino can get up to almost 35 miles per hour. Now, if it's a black rhino, oh, that thing is easily tempered. If you even start walking even too close in this direction, it's gonna attack you. And look at the horns on that motherfucker. All I'm gonna say is when you decide to run, and you will run, make sure you know where that motherfucker is at. Cause you're not outrunning that motherfucker. We're not even gonna get into how tough they skin is, as you would need a special type of sniper rifle, 50 caliber, to penetrate his skin. So I don't know why people coming up with 100 men against a rhino, because if that's the case, get 100 grave sites ready for those 100 men. Cause it ain't looking too pretty for them. What the fuck was that shit in that lady's mouth? Looked like a motherfucker put something in the oven and forgot that it was in there. Looked like a motherfucker was sitting up there trying to barbecue and forgot how to do it. Then this motherfucker fingers all in this lady's mouth. Now the description say otter, but that don't look like no motherfucking otter. It looked like something that was buried alive and came back to life. Look like something off a movie called Dawn of the Dead. Is the zombie apocalypse about to happen? Like, I just can't understand why would someone want to play with something like that. That shit ain't pretty. You're not afraid of that motherfucker looking like it's about to bite you? But if you look closely, it look like they got the same set of teeth. Maybe they related in some type of way. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna let something like that be anywhere near me. Get your motherfucking hands out my mouth, you nasty motherfucker. The things people will play with. Sheesh. Well, a lot of you motherfuckers love McDonald's and you love soft serve, but I bet you wasn't expecting this.
Yo! Are you gonna take this, bro?
Yeah, I am, right?
So are you gonna take this, bro?
Bro!
She a good one.
Hey, no, can you just take this?
Yeah, I'm taking it, right? All right, want some ice cream?
I'ma first say shout out to this person for having so much patience, cause it couldn't be me. Count me out. The first time that person would have took a little piece of ice cream off of there would have been their last. Like, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be sitting here holding an ice cream cone watching you pick off soft serve. Like, what in the hell to the no is wrong with you? I hope your motherfucking hands was clean, instead of putting them in your mouth. How did y'all think this was gonna go? You make a big ass pool in New York and you make it open to the public, which means anybody can come into this motherfucker. Homeless people, regular people. You get what I'm saying? You got people coming from all over because this is the only pool in distance that's free. First week they was fighting, now they pooping. You heard right? Pooping, shitting, dropping off loads. You get my drift? This is the main reason why I don't do pools. Because you never know, you might be swimming and then something come floating right past your ass. And Nas reports that they only want to make the pool available to people that's now gonna pay to get into this motherfucker. What's that saying? You can never have some good shit or someone just randomly taking the shit, dropping off loads, dropping off poop. You want to go swimming some shit like that? Central Park ain't the only place that's experiencing poop. All pools experience poop. Or someone urinating, or someone doing some shit they ain't got no business doing because it's free. That's some nasty shit. This restaurant right here is called the New Moon Villa. It's known in Boston for staying open late to 4 a.m. Now this motherfucker and his woman decided to go had him a bite to eat. But when it was time to pay, this motherfucker decided to dine and dash. Take a look at this shit. Crazy. He even threatened to beat their ass.
Hey, you didn't touch me.
As you can see, this motherfucker skipped out on a $300 bill. Then decided to get aggressive with people from trying to stop him from leaving. True definition of dine and dash. Like, I didn't even know that shit was still even around. Motherfuckers like this give motherfuckers a bad name. Find this motherfucker so that motherfucker can pay the bill. All I want to motherfucking know is why do people play with fate knowing that Lake Lanier is haunted? And not to mention that this motherfucker was built over a flooded town in Georgia. Everybody knows that this is one of the deadliest lakes in America. But why do people still get in this motherfucker? Just 2 weeks ago, a family was in a boat and it exploded on Lake Lanier. And not to mention over 700 lives lost in this motherfucker. People must have forgot about that black community in the 1950s called Oscarville. I'm sure some of y'all know the stories and some of y'all don't. But this lake is haunted. Like, how could you want to swim in a lake that was built over towns and cemeteries? Like, you couldn't get me close to this motherfucker. Count me out. They even say it's still roads, buildings, and tombstones underneath this motherfucker. With all the tragedy that this lake has caused, why would people still want to risk themselves getting into this motherfucker? So just before the 8.8 magnitude record-breaking earthquake hit off the coast of Russia, Wells was on the beach letting you know that some shit was stirring up. Normally when you see a sign like this, it's letting you know that some shit is about to go down. 5 beluga whales rushed to the surface to get ready for what was about to transpire. And if you thought those was the only whales, no, it was more whales too off the coast of Japan. The animals normally let you know when some shit is about to go wrong, so why don't people listen to them? And to make matters even worse, that earthquake was so strong that it sent tsunamis. Japan, Hawaii, and the west coast of the United States all was hit. However, no major damage has been reported so far. Like, this is really starting to make me believe that we are in the end of days. Is the man above trying to let us know that something is about to happen? Because when these animals start doing things they ain't got no business doing, we better start listening.